Like many things in Nigeria, Nigerian literature has improved a whole lot over the years. Nigerian writers continue to break barriers in the world of literature, and it is amazing. You see, back in the day, I recall most of the novels we used to read were from foreign authors comprising of both male and female. But times have changed. If you look closer, ladies and gentlemen, you get to note that quite a number of Nigerian female authors are changing the pace in the Nigerian literary scene, and we absolutely love it. Like Wale Soyinka called it, Nigeria's women authors are at the center of something of a literary phenomenon. On the show with me today is a creative writer who enthusiasts to meet with individual that shares the same vision as hers. She is a graduate of mass communication and will be revealing to us her methodology of writing. My name is Susan, and this is Susie's Corner. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you our guest for today, Esther Ebube Okoye. Thank you for coming to the show. So let's kickstart the show with these questions. Do you recall the first novel or book you read?
I think I remember one of the first books I read, Snow White, Cinderella, Little Red Riding Hood, you know.
When did it dawn upon you that you wanted to be a writer?
Since I was 5 years old. Yes, since I was 5.
How often do you write?
Well, I write when the inspiration comes. Once the inspiration comes, it's not a problem for me.
What inspires you to write?
Various things inspires me to write, but first of all, God. God is my biggest inspiration. And then my drive also is a big inspiration for me. My drive is to impact my society with contemporary knowledge in the best way I can or in the best way I could. So that's the biggest drive for me. So whenever I remember my drive, I'm always inspired to use my dexterity and my voice to impact my society.
How hard was it to sit and actually start writing something?
First of all, I this major project I just embarked on in writing my recently published book. I think then I was lacking tools, the right tools, but then that was actually a secondary challenge because I was able to overcome that aspect. But the one of the major challenge was environmental factor. Like I needed a tranquil place to, you know, to rapport with my mind. You understand, to get all the inspiration I needed from the inner voice and put it down to words.
How important is research to you when writing a book?
Yes, it's really important. You don't just write because you want to show your skills, you want to let people know that you're a writer, or because you want to get your name out. No. One of my major values, should I call it values? Oh, one of my major objective is not just to write on any kind of subject, but to write a subject that is a subject that relates to that everyone could relate with, you understand, and also a subject that would educate. Yes, because I am an educationist enthusiast. I'm very interested in impacting people with knowledge.
So how does it work? Do you aim to complete a set of words each day?
I resolved in my mind that every day that comes by, I'll make sure I open the laptop and put down something meaningful.
Okay, so what books influence your life the most?
Pucci and Mechete's book very influenced me so much, and the book is titled um Joys of Motherhood. I also remember Black Last Duty also influenced me so much. Um, I also remember Silas Mana also influenced me. Yeah. And Chimamanda's books, most all of her books have influenced me positively in the aspect of, writing very creatively like Half of a Yellow Sun, Purple Hibiscus, Americana, and also Chino Achebe's book has also really influenced me.
How would you rate the reading habits of Nigerian youths?
I think I will rate it 20%. Yes, it's that bad because I realize that amongst the youths, their reading culture, in fact, our reading culture is really, really poor. Like no one wants to read. They feel reading is a waste of time, and that is a lie. That is a big lie, you know, because they are ignorant of the truth. Reading is actually reading books. I tell people, do not just read because you want people to see that you have a book in hand and you are reading. No, read books of your interest. Yes, when I go to the bookstore to shop for books, I don't just go and get books because the cover page is beautiful and I like the title. No, I try to read through the content behind and I see, does this book actually fit what I am gunning for at this moment? If it does, fine, I pick it. If it doesn't, I drop it. So I see, like, especially proven books of my interest, like instead of traveling all the way to meet the author, it's like I am speaking to the author directly from the book. I can hear the voice of the author, and they're passing knowledge, fresh knowledge to me, and I'm revived. I am refreshed. So I feel reading is also is also a what's that is an activity that keeps you going. It's an activity that broadens your mind, develops your mental ability, feeds you with knowledge, and so all of this, most of the youth are not aware. They just feel, oh, sitting down in one spot and reading is a waste of time. No, reading is knowledge. You are getting knowledge when you read, and knowledge can do a lot of things. It can, yes, it can.
Okay, so I stumbled on this online and it says you fail when you stop writing. Writing is easy. All you have to do is cross out the wrong writing. How true is this assumption, Ebube?
Adolescent write, everyone writes, but the most important thing here is writing creatively, writing to capture the minds of your readers, writing to address a certain problem. You are not just writing, you are painting a story creatively in the minds of your readers. Do you understand? You are showing a story, not telling a story. So crossing out the wrong words and all of that, that's the only thing. I do not know how, everyone have their own perspective, but my perspective is writing is actually easy. Of course, everyone writes every day, but the most important thing is writing creatively, and writing creatively doesn't really come very easily. You have to be equipped with the skill, the prerequisite skills you get to that is needed for a creative writer. So that's just my own perspective, actually. Yes.
What projects are you working on currently?
Okay, my book, Frenzy Code Days, is an educational and timely book for everyone. Yes, and the thematic focus of the book centers around learning disabilities, dyslexia to be precise. It centers around early child marriage, it centers around social vices and perversions also. So, majorly, the protagonist of the story, called Deborah Williams, is faced with the uncommon place challenge called dyslexia, which is a disability, a disorder in reading and writing. And she is humiliated, she's castigated, and even raped by her lesson teacher, who was trusted to cure her or to help her overcome her challenges. Yeah, so this was a bothersome fetal. This was a very destabilizing situation that she had to deal with. But she overcame gradually, by the help of she tried to overcome her challenges. Yes, you find all of that in the book. Yes.
Most people who have listened to your story and are inspired or would want to get in contact with you would like to have your social media handle and probably your number, if you don't mind.
I am official underscore Ebube Okoye on Instagram, official underscore Ebube Okoye on Instagram, and then my WhatsApp contact you could is 07038870829.
Thank you so much for coming through, Ebube Esther Okoye. Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. Let's embrace writing and celebrate our authors.